Today we're at the Plaza Inn and we're going to be trying the Paint the Night dining package. We have our lanyard and our little pass. There's a separate pass that you use to get in, but yeah, this is also a cool thing that you get to keep, I think, and then wear around your neck, so that's pretty cool.
One more dessert.
So we just got our food. You kind of grab it from a little bit of a different section in the Plaza Inn. It's sectioned off specifically for the dining package. It's really easy to find, and they pointed us in the right direction too. They kind of make it pre-made, sort of. I mean, they have the components there, and it's a set menu, unless you have a dietary restriction, which we'll get into that a little later. But yeah, they pre-made the salad for us, and it looks like it's a wedge salad, I believe, with some sort of dressing, some bacon, and maybe some like crouton crumble or something, some pickled onions. It looks like. It looks pretty good. I'm not a huge salad fan, but if you like salad, this looks like it would be appetizing if I liked salad. And then the next thing we have is our main courses. So like I said earlier, there are dietary restriction things. The basic meal is this meatloaf, and it's a mushroom gravy glazed meatloaf. So yeah, there's a mushroom gravy, that's kind of this part. I'm pretty sure there's a pea sauce in the back here, and then some mashed potatoes. It looks pretty appetizing. Now for today, I'm not eating red meat, so I actually get the fried chicken instead, which also looks very good. I'm not sure if the meatloaf is a regular option you can get here. This is specifically for the thing, but I'm pretty sure you can get this fried chicken, maybe not in this exact like format, at the Plaza Inn regularly. So if you're a fried chicken fan, which I am, yeah, you can get that. And then for dessert, we have this. Ooh, what is? It just says it's a themed dessert. I think it's some sort of raspberry chocolate dessert. We'll get into that. I mean, we'll bite into it a little later, so you'll see our review of that. But yeah, it looks pretty nice, pretty tasty. And then you also get a fountain drink or water, whichever you choose. All right, just digging into this salad. Yeah, there's quite a few things in here. There's actually a bunch of dressing in the bottom. I didn't realize that, along with some blue cheese crumbles. And yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, again, not a huge salad fan, but I mean, in terms of salads I've had, it's pretty good salad. Again, also not a huge tomato fan, so kind of put those off to the side. You could probably ask for them without them, but we just kind of got handed them, so we didn't have the opportunity, but they're probably nice enough that you get them without the tomatoes if you don't like those. But yeah, it's a pretty solid salad.
All right, so I'm having the meatloaf, pretty good. I would say mashed potatoes, meatloaf good, mushroom sauce good. I don't know about this pea puree stuff. I actually really like peas, but it's a little strange. It's also a little bit colder than the rest of the food, so not sure about that one, but it's easy enough to avoid.
All right, so yeah, digging into this chicken, I agree with my mom. I don't really know what's going on with the pea puree thing, but it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. I don't know, not a huge fan of that. The mushroom gravy, pretty spot on. And yeah, I really enjoy this chicken. I mean, I like fried chicken, and I think they executed it well, so yeah. All right, now on to our final course, which is our dessert. And yeah, it is in fact a raspberry. There's a couple layers to this actually. So we have this outside like shell, kind of like a pie crust almost. And then we have chocolate layer on top, a separate, or really thin chocolate layer on top, another chocolate layer in the middle. It's kind of reminds me of like a chocolate pudding. And then we have a raspberry, kind of a little firmer than a pudding layer. And then at the very bottom, it looks like we have some sort of like raspberry jam or raspberry syrup. Honestly, shockingly good. I did not expect this to be that good, but yeah, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. All right, just finished up our food, and to share some quick details that I forgot to mention earlier, we did get our reservation for 2:20. We got here about 2:15, and there wasn't really a line. There might be when you come, I'm not sure. It seems like it's not a super crowded day for this, but we'll see later. And another detail is it is $55 per adult. I forget the children's price, but the children's menu is actually different. I'm pretty sure it was like chicken fingers, mac and cheese, and like a little bread roll. So do keep that in mind. It will be cheaper, but it will also be a different menu. And if you are a Magic Key holder, they do give the Magic Key discounts. All right, we'll check back in with you later when it's a little closer to parade showing time. All right, so we're at the reserved seating for the Paint the Night dining package. We got here around 3:15. People are lining up at 8, but we decided to go on another ride just, to make sure we got the full use of the reservation. And honestly, if you want curb seating, which we didn't care too much about, then maybe getting here at 8 would be better. There were people lining up a little before 8, I think like 7:45-ish. But yeah, there's a lot of curb seating, so if you lined up even a little later, you're probably fine. But yeah, as far as standing room goes, there's plenty. Like, there's no one. It's pretty empty right now, so that's really nice. So yeah, honestly, you could probably come even later if you wanted to, if you are like fine with standing. So yeah, and it's a good view because the parade will come and like go in front of the train station, which is always really cool to see. Pick up. I mean, there's some customizable